Good boy. They're scamming. They're scamming in the name of the law. They're scamming. They're scamming again. They're scamming, they're scamming, they're scamming. Yes. Have you ever done like washing up the dishes? Because I do it all the time. And on the, you leave the water in, you forget to empty it, and then a little while later you remember and it's gone cold and you tip it out and there's this horrible like sludge and it's called scum. And it's horrible. And anyway, there's another thing called scum, and that's people that pretend to be me messaging people off my channel saying let's talk privately. And I've been told by a couple of people they're getting these messages again. Telegram me at Frank Watkinson. It's not me, it's another scammer. Another one about winning a Les Paul guitar or something like that. Well, if I was promoting a competition to win a Les Paul, I'd come on YouTube and I'd have one myself, because I'd want one for doing that. And that's not going to happen. So that's it. So if you get these messages to talk privately and all this, it's not me. I haven't got time to message thousands of people saying let's talk privately. I mean, I have, you might notice I'm stuck in the shed at the moment because she's thrown me out because I was making too much noise. And I've got gardening work to do, sort of. I've got things in the house to do. I'm busy. I've got sitting on park benches crying alone to do with my dog. All sorts of things. So if you do get any of these messages, it isn't me, it's the scammers, or the scum as I like to call them. So this is just a warning. Which brings me to a story, which doesn't actually bring me to a story, but I want to tell you the story. Years ago, when my kids were small, we used to have a little dog called Laddie, and he was really old, and he wasn't very well. And one morning, I said, I'm going to take him to the vet before I get to work, because he's pretty bad. And I took him to the vet, and it was bad news, and he was put to sleep while I was there. And so I came out, and I phoned my wife. I said, can you let the kids know, because they'll be looking for him tonight when they come home from school and he won't be there. So she says, okay. And they come out of school and she stops them and she says, I've got some bad news before you get home. And they said, what? And she said, Laddie's dead. And they just went, oh, well, he was old, wasn't he? And she goes, yeah. And the other little one said, yeah, and that's what happens when you get that old, don't you? You die. And she goes, yeah, you do. And she said, are you all right? And he goes, yeah, that's life, I suppose. And she thought she was really surprised at how well they took it. Anyway, so she takes them home, and they burst into the kitchen, and they're going, Laddie, we're home. And she says, whoa, wait a minute. Didn't you listen at the school? I told you Laddie's dead. And then they started crying. And she said, why are you crying now? And they said, we thought you said Daddy's dead. And that's my family. Anyway, so watch out for the scammers. I'm not seeing it. If I saw the messages on my page, I'd try and block them again like I did before, but they're obviously just going direct to you, and I'm not seeing any of these comments on my page at all. If I do see them, I try to get rid of them. So just be careful out there. I'm not asking anybody for money. I'm not saying you don't have to send me money. You can send me as much money as you like, because we can buy bones and things, can't we? Yeah. But I'm not asking for money, and I never will. So, just another heads up. So, I'm freezing in here. This shed, this was supposed to be our garden shed, and she stole it off me. She's put all her pictures up on the wall, and got all her crafting gear and things, and her little rag dolls there, and the stuff that she makes. And that was a ghost who's just come in. Yeah, I thought it was my shed, but obviously wrong again. Anyway, see you all later. Bye.